when I tend to meet with couples, oftentimes I hear a lot of them talk about expectations. Now, some expectations are spoken, some are unspoken. But the question is your expectation realistic or is it unrealistic? Now, what makes an expectation unrealistic is understanding standard versus expectation. So, what's a standard? Well, a standard is something that sort of sets the mark, right? It's sort of the thing to shoot for, the goal to attain. Yeah, even if you haven't reached it yet, at least you have kind of a marker that sort of sets kind of where things, what we should be striving for, right? That's standard. Well, what should be an expectation? Well, ideally, you would want people to achieve standard, but that doesn't necessarily happen. Seldom it does. So let me give an example. I have 3 boys. Now, my youngest makes all A's. My 2 oldest makes most of the A's, perhaps some B's here and there. Now, my standard in my house is all A's. That's the standard. But what you've consistently shown me over time becomes my reasonable expectation. In other words, because my youngest has shown me that he can consistently make A's, then that becomes my expectation. My two older ones, same thing. A's and B's, that's a reasonable expectation. Now, if my youngest brings home a B, we have a problem because you've already shown me you can make all A's. Same with my 2 older ones. If they bring home a C, you've already shown me you can make A's and B's. Now, if the 2 older ones bring home all A's, we might throw a party because they've exceeded the expectation by now meeting the standard. So it's like if my wife and I clean the house, I get one half, she gets the other half, we meet in the middle. But let's say we're done and I'm looking at her half of the house and thinking to myself, you call that clean? Because she didn't meet my standard. Now, it would be unreasonable for me to want her to go back and clean it more because she did what she knew to do. But if I want it somehow cleaner or looking like my side of the house, then I can go back and show her how I would like it done by doing it. But it wouldn't be reasonable for me to expect her to go back and do it. She did what she knew to do. Share your thoughts, share your likes, share your comments, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. See you in the next video.